Wednesday the 7th of August. I just thought, as the building work on the garage conversion is starting tomorrow, that I would give you a bit of an update as to what I'm doing and my rationale as to why, and just kind of do this as, I guess, touch points throughout the period of the renovation, so you can see what it looks like now and how it looks when it's done. I mean, to be honest, it's good for me to be able to do that as well. So, you know, just as in terms of, I don't know, just capturing exactly how it sort of comes together, really, I suppose. So, yeah, I'm going to take you out so you can have a look at the front of the house and get an idea. So I'm just aware of the sun there. You get an idea of what it looks like at the minute, and then obviously I'll do a bit of a blow-by-blow count. So I will catch you in a minute. So this is like, that's my main bedroom above, but that's like the double garage section. And I'm taking this near door off, obviously putting in a window which will match that. Obviously it's going to be much bigger, but it will go in here, and then obviously we're going to brick up so far. So tomorrow the brickie is coming in and digging out foundations along the bottom here, so it's taking just before the drain out. We've got a building inspector then coming just to check the depth of the foundations. Then our builder will concrete, and he's going to take the wall up about 14 bricks high to match in with this window here, so I think it works out about 14 bricks. And then I've got a window going in on Friday, so the brickwork will happen on Friday, so I'll show you that when it's done, and then the window is going to go in on Friday afternoon. And yeah, so I'm hoping that's going to work out as a good sized room, and obviously that part will stay as it is, so that'll be a working garage. But I'll show you inside because my dad has started to build the dividing wall. Just access this via the utility room. There you go, washing machine, sink, etc. It needs tidying, and this is the space, so you can see the dividing wall, all the work that's gone into that. And obviously that's going to be a doorway, internal doorway, so I can actually access into this part of the garage here. So this is the other side, which has all of the general stuff in it, and obviously this is wood and bits and pieces, flooring, rock wool insulation, sound insulation to go into these kind of areas here. So that's going to be all packed, and then obviously plasterboarded on the front. That's the back of the door there, so that's obviously all going to be bricked up. And along that back wall there's a door in, which is good, so I'll probably be able to open that and the window to let a bit of a breeze through as I'm doing my gym stuff. And then this boiler, I'm getting a new boiler, and I'm actually having it moved as well at the same time because the boiler's really unpredictable. But that's going on the other side of the wall, so on the far side, out of the way, so I don't have like a massive great boiler to deal with on the wall. But in terms of, oh look, dead spider. In terms of overall general space, I think it's going to be a really, really good room. I've got an electrician coming in to put in spotlights, more sockets on the wall, and then it's going to be all plasterboarded and have, you know, a really nice proper room feel. The floor needs raising to the height of the door there, proper insulation on the flooring as well as the walls, and yeah, a nice laminate down, good lick of paint over the plaster, and yeah, we'll be rocking and rolling. So this is how far we are. Tomorrow, as I said, the foundations will be dug out and the brickwork will be up on Friday, so I will show you that as it happens. So yeah, I'll catch you soon. Take care, bye. Hello everyone, it's Wednesday the 14th of August. I just thought I would come on and film an update as to where we were. So as you can see, the garage door is now out, and we have a wall and a window in there. Obviously it's house brickwork on the outside. Obviously these are breeze block for the inside. So that's all in, looks really, really good. I will show you from an outside perspective, but not right now because it's raining. I don't know whether you can see the rain reflecting on the window. As usual, summer in the UK, wet and miserable. So this is all ready to be plastered in and fitted in. So My dad has started to box in the dividing wall, and this is, as I said before, is all going to be filled with rock wool and sound insulation as well, just so you can't hear anything. There's a fire door to go in this space here, obviously just to give me access to get into the other half of the garage that has all of the things in there. And we are currently waiting on the plumber and the electrician to change and move the boiler to the other side of the dividing wall. They can't come for a couple of weeks, so actually it's 2 weeks today, so we do have a little bit of a delay on, but you know, it's not the end of the world. So I am really happy with the progress. I'm going to come down to the bottom end to give you a bit of an idea about the amount of space that I've got. I will work it out for you, just to give you an idea of the amount of floor space I've got, but got a reasonable amount of gym equipment, but I think this room will take it very well and it'll not look cramped and sort of crowded. But the electrician's also going to run off a load of double sockets to put low down, and I'm going to mount a TV on that wall so I can kind of link in off things like the Peloton and stream on that TV. Also, I'll be able to run exercise videos off it as well, is the plan. So that is the progress so far, and as I said, I will do an outside shot so you can see the brickwork. But yeah, I will no doubt be back in maybe a week or so if my dad's made any progress on this section. He can lay the floor at this point, and then we just need to get the building inspector back out just to check he's satisfied with the level of insulation and the height of the flooring, etc. So he's probably going to do that before the plumber and the electrician comes. So when there's an update, I'll share it with you. So take care. Bye for now. Hello, it's now Tuesday the 20th of August, and as I said, I've come to show you the outside. So you can see what we've done from the outside perspective in terms of the brickwork and the window from the front, because obviously you hadn't had an opportunity to see that, so it sort of fits the level of the window that's next to it as well, which is great. And then there's obviously the other garage door in position there. So we also have some progress in here as well. So as you can see, we now have a floor. So the building inspector has been and has passed everything thus far. So underneath these boards we've got, you can just see some up there, my dad started to pack the wall with it. It's like really strong insulation. It's like thick, like foam. The official name for it is Kingspan. So underneath the flooring we have got a full layer of polythene, which you can just see at the edges, obviously for damp proofing. And then we've got sand that has been used to level off all of the floor. And then we've got thick insulation, and then we've got these boards on the top. So the building inspector's happy with the work so far. So I've got my fire door in the gap now, so that's the fire door, and obviously I've got a standard door to come in through here now. We're a week away for the plumbing and the electrician work, which is good. So we're getting there. So my dad's been using this as like a storage unit for all of his things, but hang on, Daisy. The building inspector wants us to put an extra layer of insulation in here as well, which we will be doing. And then we just need to take a photograph and he'll come and sign it off. So we're definitely getting there. My dad has started to do some of the plasterboarding. I'm not sure if the light's good enough for you to see that, but he's got some of the plasterboard around the window now, which is good. He's also done around the back door as well. So yeah, it's all starting to come together nicely. So by the time you see this again, we will have the boiler moved and yeah, the electric sockets going in. So the next plan is to decide where I'm going to put all of the equipment. So my dad is going to create some templates out of polythene so we can see the footprints of each of the pieces of equipment and where they might stand, because obviously I've only got a certain amount of space, some big pieces to go in this room. So I just want to make sure that I know exactly where everything's going, so I can put the sockets in appropriately, so then I'm not in a position of having a load of sockets that are useless. I want everything to have a purpose and count, if you get what I mean. So I just thought I'd share the update with you. So next time you see it, we should have the boiler out, and yeah, it should be starting to look a bit more like a gym. So I will check back in with you in a couple of weeks. Take care, bye. Hello everyone, it is Saturday the 31st of August, so I thought I would now come back in and show you another update in terms of where the garage conversion is. And as you can see, there has been significant progress since I last showed you, so let's do a little bit of a around into the window view for you. So it's coming along nicely. As you can see, all of the sockets are in position. So I've got a couple down on this wall here. We've had the radiator fitted, so the plumber's been in while I've been away and fitted the radiator. I've got a socket up there because there's going to be a TV go. So about a week ago, before I went away, myself and my dad decided where everything was going to go in the space, so we literally cut out templates of polythene and laid them on the floor, so I know exactly where each piece of equipment will go. I've got another socket just down there and two on the wall here. I'm going to put another TV on this other wall, and then that's for a speaker. So yeah, plenty of socket spaces. The boiler has now gone and is in the other room, so I've had a new boiler and so a replacement boiler, and that's been put into the other side of the door. I'm not sure whether or not you'll be able to see it. I've only got a switch here, so I can put the light on from in here. So this is the other half of the garage, just filled with stuff. My new Baxi boiler there, so I'm hoping that will be a lot more dependable than the old thing. So the scrap man came and took that. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. So the next part, my dad's got everything ready because he's going to plaster on top of the plasterboard. He's going to start that tomorrow. I've got the spotlights in the ceiling now, so he's going to patch in the rest of the ceiling with plaster. And then we're pretty much ready for the flooring to go down. So all of the insulation is in the wall. The building inspector asked us to order some more Kingspan and put that in the wall space as well, so that's gone in. And then it's a case of coving, which is sitting down here, so the coving to go in, and then skirting board, well, flooring actually, and skirting board. So tomorrow I'm going to go and get some flooring for this. The windowsill is now on, so I'll be able to measure for my blinds, so that's gone in. Yeah, it's looking good. So I would imagine over the next week we will start to have something that resembles a really good gym space. So I'm looking forward to getting in here and, you know, doing my thing. This is my dad. I am so incredibly lucky to have somebody who is as good as him in terms of what he's able to do. He can plaster, he can do woodwork, he can paint and decorate, just you name it, lay floors, do tiling. We have been so spoilt by having a dad like this. Plastering has been done on these far walls, so that wall there and then this other large wall. So that's done, which is good. And this is the flooring I ended up getting, which is from B&Q. So it's a relatively hard wearing, what's it called? Euro Home Collection Art. So it's a decent thickness, like a surface texture in like a, it's like a brownie grey actually. I think that's what it is. It is grey. So that should be quite nice on the floor. So yeah, we ended up leaving the first shop. It was really, really expensive. I mean, don't get me wrong, the flooring was lovely, but it was just really overpriced. So I got all of this. So it works out about 17 square metres of floor space in here. The underlay is just propped up against that. And I got all of the flooring for in here for, came to about 220 quid, and I think one of these packs might actually go back, so I thought that was a fair bit of a bargain. We were quoted over £400 in the first shop, and although the flooring was nice, it was just, you know, for what it is and what you'll see of it, I just didn't want to spend that amount of money, so I will, yeah, I'm happy with that.
Strikes by my window, hits my chest right in the morning, like a warning. Could have slept here for days.
Oh yeah, it's a nice colour, isn't it? Yeah.
Don't think it wants to be much darker
No.
than that. Oh, good ample.
Have you got enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that'll be fine, that. It's a little feature wall,
There's
isn't
my
it?
lighter.
Yeah.
We were close to see the sun, but clouds got in our way, and
You can do it if you're being cute.
Hello everyone, I thought I'd just come in and give you a bit of an update as to where everything is now at. So today my dad has worked like an absolute Trojan in here, he really has. So all of the walls are done, so we've gone for a darker shade of grey on this main wall here, and then obviously across into like it is an off-white mixed with grey, just to, what I didn't want was it to be overly stark, so you can see against the white of the door that it's just slightly off white, mixed, obviously a mixture with grey, and obviously it looks really good against the laminate floor in there. So all of the walls are now painted. The electrician has been in and put the covers on the front of all of the sockets in here now, and my dad tomorrow has to gloss all of the white paintwork, so the doors and the skirting boards, and then just a few other little jobs just to tidy up, and we'll be almost at the point where this is ready to clear out all of my dad's things. So we, as you saw earlier, mix our own paint colours. We buy the tins of colours, and then my dad will dilute them down with white paint. So for those of you who might be interested in terms of what colour we've gone with here, what does it say? Wishing Well is the shade of Dulux paint that we have mixed with the white to create these varying shades of grey. I don't think ever my dad has put a colour direct from the tin on the wall when he's painted. For those of you who don't know, my dad is a painter and decorator by trade, but he can plaster, he can do woodwork, joinery, you name it, he can just about do anything. So it is Thursday the 5th of September, and I'm now going to take you into a very echoey but completely finished room. So I am absolutely over the moon with the progress that's been made. I think it looks fab. I got the spotlights in the ceiling. My dad has glossed all of the white paint today. You can see he always gets it to a really gorgeous high shine gloss. He's just so clever, and yeah, it's just a really good space, albeit echoey. It won't be over the weekend because that is the plan, to start to move the gym equipment into here, because obviously this is what the purpose will be. So I couldn't be more delighted with it. I think the flooring looks great. It all wants a good wash tomorrow, so that's what I'm going to be doing. We're just letting the paint dry before I start splashing water around, but I couldn't be happier with how it's all progressed. So you'll see it all starting to come together. What I'll do when everything's completely done is do like a big kind of reveal at the end. You know, obviously I need to get some TVs and stuff. I've got blinds for this window, some vertical blinds, I think I've said that, which have been dispatched and are en route now. So, you know, it'll just add a bit more of a homely feel to the room. So yeah, I just thought I would come and give you a last look. I won't show you in there because that will be getting done. Obviously I have to keep the utility tidy, and because that's my route in here, but yeah, I just thought I'd share it with you. You take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.